Who built that shit?
I don't know. Let me just see if there's... I haven't been keeping track of which ones I've already nabbed them from. Also, oh, there it is. It's up there. Also, I was just listening to 1OK Rock in the background.
Nice. Welcome back to Hunting Geckos with... He's dead. You got that immediately. Welcome back to Bros in the Landfill. We are doing what we always do. We're wandering around.
Desperately around.
Wandaing around. Desperately trying to make it up a small building. And looking for some Colossi to slay.
Gosh, why is... My controls didn't change in the middle of things. Or maybe... Do I have to climb another way? This is going to be very obtuse. Yes. So I'm going to blow your mind real fast with some hot 1OK Rock trivia.
Sure.
Do you want to know where the band gets their name from?
Sure.
It's because they practiced at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa! Just one time?
No, they would rent out the studio that they practiced, and they rent it out at 1 o'clock in the morning because that was the cheapest option.
That's cool. That's a scrappy backstory.
Yeah. So yeah, and then you just did the Japaneseisms of the R and the L, and they got it to be 1OK Rock from there.
Let's do it. Happy for them. Happy they're in Sonic.
Yeah.
If I became officially related to any kind of Sonic product in any way, my life would actually be over, and it would be clocked in 100%.
Dude, I can't wait for you to voice like a main character 20 years from now in like a Sonic game.
Although I have to put in more characters than just Sonic.
No, it'll be like the Sonic multiverse. So you'll be like New Zealander Sonic.
Yo. No, New Zealander Sonic should have like a more solid Kiwi accent.
Okay. Then you should be you'd be the dude Sonic. You'd be like some big.
That's
Lebowski
a regular
reference.
Sonic.
Yeah, but like he's even more like a dude. Like he just like goes around like with sunglasses and like he's got like he wears like a blonde wig.
Oh god, this is the role I was born to play.
Yeah. And it's like we're like Sonic's like all like hell yeah dude sort of. It's like this is like dude, like he's like the kind of like not fully hippie, but he's got like the chill vibes that a hippie would have. Like that.
He doesn't even go fast.
Yeah, he can go fast. He chooses not to.
Gotta go moderate.
Yeah.
That sounds like some kind of political slogan.
I mean, you could always vote for you could always play on President Sonic in the multiverse.
President Sonic. Sonic and the Multiverse of Sadness.
You know, isn't it Sonic was the Sonic movies done by Warner Brothers, or was it another?
Paramount.
Paramount. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, because man, they could, if that was the case, they could put Sonic in multiverses, but nah, it was Paramount.
I'd be here for it.
I'd imagine that they'd specifically not put him in because he's already in Smash Brothers, and that'd be weird.
Movie Sonic though, completely different.
Yeah, it's completely different, but there's always gonna be like comparisons drawn. Does that make sense?
I guess so. Well, like apparently, maybe this is different because they're Western, but I've seen a lot of interviews lately with Japanese fighting game devs where they're really all like, yeah, we want all the fighting games in the genre to do well because we're a small genre. So like any hype for any of the games like just increases the hype for all the others. And so
that's very true.
They're, you know, it's not like shooters where they see each other as like more like competition.
Oh yeah, it's this one.
What the fuck is that?
I guess it's Colossus for a bit colossal for a puppy.
He just wants to play multiverses.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I thought I hit the dodge button. Maybe I didn't. Man, Wanda.
Oh, what? He is
Wanda-
out.
He got knocked. He got GTFO'd.
Someone give him some ice and cut him up, cut him up some appy slices. Get him back in the game. Ah! Fuck it.
And that guy.
God,
gets,
he hits hard. It's like that scene in Family Guy where he like trips and he hurts his knee and he's like, ah. You know the one that goes on for like 20,000 minutes. Wow, you're just leaving the battlefield.
No, this is all part of the battlefield.
I ain't gotta fight no puppy.
I just.
Does that thing even know how to get over here? We're a long way from home.
He's right up there.
Yeah, that's a million years away. Oh, fuck. This is one way to play the game.
Yeah, very.
I think he's too scared to come down.
Oh, you know what I think I'm supposed to I'm supposed to get him to run off that ledge.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're not just gonna get pushed off the ledge into your death, are you?
I mean, I could, but am I gonna?
I believe that you've got like what it takes. You've got the Wild West skills. Oh god, I cannot see in here.
I've even boosted my brightness and I can barely
This
see.
is an interpretive freaking painting right here. Is this even a video game?
Am I supposed to just...
I want to draw a Kiwi Sonic now.
Well, that'd be great and all, but like...
Oh no, he'd have to wear jandals, which would mean I'd have to deal with Sonic toes, and no one's ready for that.
Oh... There are some people who are far too ready for
Who
Sonic
are
toes.
way too ready for that. Yeah, that's true. I had a friend of mine tell me that if I were to do NSFW commissions, he would buy one. That's an interesting compliment, right?
I think you've reached enough skill to be able to do NSFW stuff that people might consider buying. Oh,
Well, I was just thinking, like, I think about this every now and again. I'm like, ah, but like, oh my fucking god, that star with me.
oh, there we go. I need
The
that.
puppy. I was just thinking, like I think about this every so often. I'm like, but it would be kind of attached to my name, and I don't have a problem with it. But like, some people out in the world might have a problem with it, which is fine. But I'm also attached to people I collaborate with, and like, I wouldn't want to like undermine the work of, you know, Studio Hipsword or anything like that.
Very true.
With that attachment, because of that kind of prejudice. Because I'm a pretty like, you know, I'm a sex positive kind of person. But like, it's also kind of like feels like unprofessional.
Yeah, I feel like part of the problem isn't necessarily that NFSW stuff is unprofessional, and I think there's a lot of the stigma more has to go to the communities around them. If that makes sense. Like, because there's a place where like NSFW work that people are like, oh yeah, this is like professional work, but I mean, there is such thing as like tasteful nudes and stuff as well that people get away with in art.
Yeah. There's certain lines for sure as to, like, what counts as like, oh well, like what a cool artist, and then people being like, I'm alienated by this. Well, I just think it's an interesting conversation, and I wonder, you know, the world's rapidly changing. I wonder if in a couple of years this is still going to be a concern to me, or if it would be completely normal for me to do that. Oh, this poor fucking puppy.
Yeah, but I don't think people would care quite as much about the NSFW stuff if it weren't for like just how like weird the communities around them can get.
I'm not really too. I'm not too well versed in that. Is that like a common issue that they have like weird fan bases?
I mean, so many. To be fair, a lot of fan bases are weird.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I was more overlying is like, it's not necessarily that the NSFW fan base is weird. It's just that that the weird bits of fan bases tend to be the NSFW ones.
Yeah.
Where it's never like, oh, this is just like a. If it's like, oh, this is like a porn thing that we like it. Oh, this is a porn thing related to things that people care about. And then how, some of the weird extremes that some of the art ends up getting into.
Yeah, well, which I think is like, I mean, if the art's getting into weird extremes, I think that's fine, but it is going to potentially alienate people who are not into that extreme. And that's kind of like the sort of optics thing I'm thinking about, you know?
Yeah.
Or kind of that's like one of the related potential issues.
And I also think the other thing is that the problem that's not directly like tied to porn art specifically is just the nature of online discourse and with these sorts of things. Like it's never just like
this puppy's kicking your butt, by the way.
It's not just people like if you were to do porn art, it's not just that there's going to be people that judge you. It's that people are going to make moral claims about you because you did porn art. And
yeah, for sure. You're alive? Never mind. Man, like, this is a bad day for Wanda.
Yeah. Like, because people are just so bad at like isolating the actions and interests of people from like their genuinely held beliefs points or this or that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've talked to you about this a lot, but like I'm increasingly like I think concerned about like just what I should have in the world online, like just because I think online is just a dangerous place for like, I don't know, being a flawed human being at all. Like you can very easily find yourself in hot water, which has some benefits, but I think things are a bit toxic at the moment. I think, I don't know, I've been dealing with the slow kind of disillusionment with the internet in general lately, because I feel like the culture of it has been changing slowly. You know, like since when I first went on it as a kid. It's very different.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if it's specifically the culture itself changing, because the behaviors that are the behaviors that people have now have kind of always been around.
Yeah, but like nowadays, like
it's a lot.
The social media is so homogenous in that like there's only a few major websites, and then those websites have these algorithms that like benefit directly from the most toxic parts of internet culture, and will push that kind of content.
Well, and I think we're like 10 years ago, where something like the cyberbullying that you see online now was like a concern that people were like you'd hear people be like actual like real conversation about, yo, this is cyberbullying, this isn't cool. Where now it's like everybody who was ever against cyberbullying either fell into just, oh, well, this is the norm, or is too afraid to be cyberbullied to say anything because the cyberbullies have too much.
Well, I think now there's cyberbullying on, like, there's kind of more awareness and stuff. Like, in some ways that situation is better, but in other ways, like, I think cyberbullying under the guise of like moral superiority. Is,
Yeah, that's true.
is
We're like
bigger. Not that I think all internet callouts are bullying, but like some of them are.
I think the internet is just not the right place to be dealing with these with people because like at the like the reality is at the end of the day is it's so much easier to be nasty and dehumanizing to a person whose face you're not actually interacting with than it is someone that's just a username and a profile.
Yeah, no, I mean the internet's always had these kinds of issues by virtue of what it is. But I do think it's gotten a bit worse, and I think also I've become a bit more immature. So yeah, it's hard. And I guess it's part of that. I guess I bring that up because we're talking about the whole idea of like if I were to make NSFW stuff online, like I'm not super confident in general about being interpreted in the most, you know, positive way by the internet. Which is funny because on this show I'm very loose and I say all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but we don't have an audience that keeps us in check.
That's true.
This guy has absolutely no chill.
No, he just keeps going and going and going.
Well, it's like the idea is I'm supposed to fall down on there onto his back, and then he chases like, and then like I hold on while.
How do you attack him at that point?
Well, I'm supposed to like fall onto him and get onto his back and hold on.
Sure, but there must be a way to get on him if we miss that initial jump.
But he's just like, he just fucking kills you.
Yeah, like this guy has absolutely no chill whatsoever.
Well, he's just a baby.
Yeah.
Man. Babies have no chill.
You were shitting me. And now the flame's out.
At least these slaps aren't as dangerous as the charges.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we've just kind of got into an unfortunate cycle of people being bullied online and then taking that being bullied by or have interactions where people have in bad faith with them from one crowd and then treating everybody online that isn't like your best friend like that.
Yeah, it's just
because I agree with you that yes, there is moral motivation behind it, behind a lot. I think the other half of that too is that it's not really morally. It's not just a matter of the morals. It's I can do this because that person is hurting me, if that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying, and it's interesting because I think I went through a lot of that stuff when I was in high school, where like within my own personal relationships, I could often, like looking back, there are people that I didn't like very much, and maybe they were douchebags, but like I would be fucking mean to them in a way that I think is not fair, and it at the very least compromises my own moral values. And I think that's the thing that often happens when you're a teenager, because like you don't have that much self-awareness, but you start judging other people more.
Yeah, I get.
But now I can do that in a very public way if I wanted to. You know?
I think maybe what I was more trying to say, it's less a matter of like, oh yeah, this is very specifically about morals, and more so I think I was leaning more into this is like people make.
It's often a flimsy justification.
Yeah, it's a flimsy. It's people
or
are
excuse to.
Yeah. Well, it comes off as a bit more retaliatory towards a group you see as bad, and then having any excuse, because I think the morality of it is an excuse. I don't necessarily think they're like. I think people like playing hero, regardless if they're actually right or not. And
you're fucked.
Yeah.
You just can't get up. This is unbelievable. Why is this stun so long? Alright, we're alive. We're good. We're Gucci. We're dead. Nope. Jesus. I guess, yeah, maybe you have to get a bit higher, but he chases you.
I just need to get on his back, but
I think honestly, I'm getting this conversation we're having. It feels connected to me feeling slightly uncomfortable with, but still laughing at memes about the queen dying.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I think there are like genuine reasons to dislike her, or especially the monarchy, and to be like, man, fuck this. I don't care. She shouldn't be worshipped, all that stuff. But I feel like a lot of people are just enjoying the opportunity to have a feeding frenzy.
Yeah. Like, and, but I also think I think part of it is also, a mixture of like these in groups of like, oh, it's cool to do this, combined with like kind of a fucked like a fucked reaffirmation of previous like bad
He's
beliefs.
not getting up. Oh jeez.
Like, because to an extent, part of the problem is that when people are so like emotionally and morally invested into a certain idea, that anything that like could potentially make them feel uncomfortable or question what they're thinking leads to some really like toxic and fucked up sorts of behaviors.
No, I agree. Oh my god. It's so funny having like this conversation about, you know, the culture of the internet as Juan just gets his shit absolutely kicked in.
This absolutely feels what's the word?
This is a good place to stand, maybe.
Well, because I really think the idea here is that I'm supposed to jump on his back there, then he actually takes me back up to the top, and then I can repeat the process.
Oh. Well, we haven't even done regular damage to him.
See if I can get
Fuck.
This is brutal. And I thought the last one was spoopy. I guess this is what you call difficulty challenges.
This boss is really vandalizing your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, one of the ideas like I've sort of been like wrestling around with, like in my head,
Oh my god.
is that like, because so much of this behavior, yes, I think is like we can relate to like stuff that we've done as teenagers, but there's so many people who are over 20 years old that are engaging in these like immature. And
yeah, well, I mean, it took me a while to transition out of that mindset. I was still, I think, a bit of a douchebag in my early 20s as well. Increasingly less so, I think. But also, you say that, but it's also really hard to tell how old people are online. Like, lately I've been finding myself getting really angry at Twitter and realizing, wait a minute, these could be 15-year-old kids. I have no idea.
I think it's justified to be angry at Twitter, but that's me. No, I think, well, part of there's been a larger cultural zeitgeist, and this kind of deals a bit with some of the problematic stuff in human history. But for whatever reason, humans are very, very, where am I? Humans are just...
Oh, there you are, there you are, there you
Yeah.
are. Oh, fuck. Back in the crevice with you.
Humans are very, very bad at seeing beyond their own problems.
Yeah.
So you get you get into these instances where someone feels like they have this problem that either defines them or defines something they care about, and whenever someone challenges that belief, that person is toxic for not automatically affirming that problem, even if the result of that, even if the result of the solution that said person is trying to accomplish by solving that problem negatively impacts other people. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's no, I think. Oh shit, fire! Oh my god, this fucking boss.
Like, and I think there's a two-pronged thing. This one is like people with you have people who were genuinely hurt by a certain thing, and then they become defined by that hurt and that trauma. And then you have a subset of people who are just miserable and unhappy, and they find some problem to latch onto as a cause to define purpose with. But when you're engaging with, I think when you're engaging with any sort of political or cultural issue from a negative mindset, that really fucks with your ability to empathize with people who have not come from that same background, or might have different problems, or who could potentially be hurt by what you're.
I don't know if you can get on from there, or at least it's really tight. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Yeah, empathy is hard. I think sometimes empathy, like, sometimes it kind of feels like a game of chicken or something, like, because sometimes you have people who desperately want to feel heard by each other, and no one wants to be the person who's compromising their own needs first, you know?
Well, I think that's where the mindfuck actually ends up happening, because I don't think you have to compromise your own needs for empathy. Because I think you and I have talked about this with some of like our own personal stuff. It's like you don't like. There's a difference between like being empathetic and emotionally engaging. Where it's like you can empathize with. I guess for the Frieza example, it's like you can empathize that like Frieza had a fucked up childhood or whatever, or like he was kind of born into this.
Yeah.
But you can like you can recognize all that stuff and empathize with that, but like still be like, yeah, Frieza is a fucked villain, and like and not like emotionally engage. And then there's the whole like other side of it. It's like, oh well, Frieza is an evil dictator, fascist warlord, and just leaving it at that.
Yeah, it's interesting because just acknowledging that there was very little chance that Frieza ever would have grown into someone less evil is like, that feels like a defense of him when really it's just a conversation about, you know. And so it does make conversations more difficult. I can't just like, because of optics, like.
Well, and the sad funny thing is like okay, yes, Frieza is a character. He is someone that you can look at and be like, okay, like this is an objective, like there's no therapying Frieza. He's a fictional character and stuff. But people treat humans like fictional characters. And while yes, there might be like bad, unsavable people out there, you can't treat everybody like that. And when you do treat everybody like that, you just create more extremists and more violence and more suffering all around.
Yeah, well, this is an interesting conversation because, like, I really struggle with these things. Like, oh my God, Wanda, I'm so sorry.
I swear this boss wasn't this bad when I played it on the PS3. I don't know if they changed the AI on it for this version.
I feel like they accidentally made the stun too high.
Yeah,
like you just get stun locked to death in the rocks.
Yeah, I literally can't even get up before he.
Okay, well, I'll just have my thoughts while you're dying.
Yeah.
This is so funny. It's so distracting.
I know.
This poor motherfucker just being absolutely walloped. Here we go. Oh, we're out. Oh, we're not out.
Okay, but I'm in here at least.
I want to believe in redemption, personally. I want to believe that people can change and improve and stuff. But what I'm trying to learn in my life recently is to temper my empathy and compassion with boundaries lately, and to be like, you know, I guess the thing is that, like, if someone really wrongs you, it's okay for that person to have a second chance, but oftentimes you probably shouldn't be the one who gives it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there are people who have hurt me, and I probably, it's not healthy for me to let that person back in. But I think somebody should let that person in, you know?
Yeah. I think the way that like I sort of view things is there's a difference between showing empathy, well, like showing empathy through helping someone and showing empathy by reducing harm. Like you don't have to be the person that fixes somebody, but you don't have to be the person that makes things worse. You know?
That's true.
Like when you villainize, name call, do the whole ad hominem sort of thing, you're just making things worse. Like you're making that person potentially more extreme. You're pushing them away from people. You're telling people not to interact with that person. When maybe all that person just needs is, maybe that person's just ignorant or comes from a different background or a different point of view. And maybe they'd come around, or maybe you'd learn something from them. But I think so many people are afraid of having their worldviews challenged, or so afraid of some potential harm, or they get some gratification from attacking some perceived evil.
Right. Well, I mean that person. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, baby. Good thing we've been eating those geckos. We can stay on this thing. Oh my god, can't we? Oh jeez. We've done 1 damage. We're not getting thrown off so easily. Ah! Yeah, these are just interesting conversations because I feel like we're both, you know, sort of empathetic. We want to be like peacekeepers and stuff. We want everyone to get a fair chance. But it's also hard because I think, at least, I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person where that can be taken advantage of.
Oh no, I've had my fair share of being taken advantage of too.
And so, that's kind of the issue. Like, if you're gonna be empathetic, like you have to do it in a way where you don't compromise yourself or your own needs too hard, or else you're not even really helping either. You're like enabling. So it's hard to know where to draw the line and be like, you know what, that person is a villain, and I'm not gonna be around them. Like this dog here, he's kicked the shit out of us so many times, you know. I can't emotionally say that he might be a good boss, and that other players might be having a good time with him. Because my experience sucks, and that needs to be heard. Well, it looks like you can get him if you land on him right away. It seems like if you miss that jump, you're kind of fucked.
I should be able to get up from here though.
You gotta get off by choice. Uh-oh. There's not enough room. Oh, where's he going?
He's gonna hit me again.
Where is he? Ah!
He's supposed to be. I thought he's supposed to take you all the way back up to the top, but maybe I just need to make sure I hit him whenever he's.
Maybe he would if you would stop stabbing him. Maybe he would make it.
No, because that's not the right. I'm pretty sure that's not the right area.
Oh, you definitely gotta stab him.
I mean, I just don't feel like there's enough stamina to be able to keep stabbing him.
We didn't kill enough lizards.
Is there? I mean, I beat this game when I was younger, with no lizards. So
maybe it's just harder in this one.
I'm playing it on hard mode. What am I talking about?
Oh, no wonder. Well, you know, it's acting as advertised.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. We are getting blasted.
Yeah, why did I put this on hard mode when this is just a pretty game? Though I haven't had this much trouble with any of the other bosses, I don't think. Okay, I think I'm behind this, so you shouldn't be able to hit me. Oh, no, he can hit me. I do have to say that like the camera is one of the worst things to fight in this game. Like, why is this like?
Yeah,
It's like it keeps like doing this overhead view of me whenever I.
it's such a not useful angle, for sure.
And it's such a dark game too.
Well, this is kind of like how I felt about the last boss battle with the sandworm, where I was like, it seemed like I had to, like, knowing where to point the camera seemed like half the.
I was able to figure that out, like, because the camera takes over at that point and the horse just keeps running. I just gotta trust that the horse is gonna run, and then turn if I'm not gonna make it. Like I was overcorrecting on my end, and that was the problem. But here it's like, okay, the flame falls, and then I have to pick up the flame. All while it's like got a really obnoxious hit stun. But this game also like has like 1 billion frames per movement. Oh, and it spawned me on the bottom of the.
How are you feeling about this episode? Do you think we should wind down soon and give it another go next time?
Fuck. Let me
This to me feels like a take a break kind of situation.
But we've been doing We've been doing an episode.
I know it's been impressive. It's been very good that we've been able to kill a boss in an episode, but we're down bad right now.
Look, I think
It's okay. It's a game about difficult bosses.
You gotta be kidding me! I think if I can just get him down there one more time, I got him.
Okay.
I just gotta stop being stun locked. I think it's things like the flame going out that sucks as well.
It's like we have enough variables to track. Yeah.
That means I gotta climb up here again, get the flame, hope that he doesn't hit me when I come back down. And then do this whole rigmarole.
Like, I want to refund. Like, he's not even that big. Apparently, the little guys are the real ones you gotta look out for.
And this guy moves back so slowly, it's not even...
Gonna run out of fire.
I definitely feel like Shadow of the Colossus is one of those games that kind of takes realism a bit too far in some routes. That it almost becomes too immersion breaking.
Yeah, well, you have to embrace the art form a little bit, you know?
Like, I think, I played only a bit of Eco, I wasn't a big fan, but I think that probably worked more because it was a,
Alright, we got
because that was more of a puzzle platformer.
Oh, fuck!
Also, the fact that he can just get up that quickly as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe that's a hard mode thing. Oh, yeah, baby! We're learning! We're learning how to get on this guy. This guy deserves some stabs. Oh my god. Man, he's wobbling. Wobbling like an absolute mother fricker. We have reached the part of the episode that's just like silent, intense gaming. Well, this oil can be good for the environment.
Oh yeah. No, that's just blood. Unless these are automatons, who knows?
I just always think of oil. I think of the 2008 PP oil spill whenever I see you attack a Colossus. Uh-oh. We gotta get off this thing soon. Because then we'll be stuck in stun lock. And we'll die.
I think I can just stand a bit while he's...
Oh, genius, genius, genius. Yeah, you gotta take those moments when you can. He's so quick. Dude, if we could just like stand us back this whole time until he dies, that'd be amazing. Oh,
Oh,
he's not fucking around though.
he's back
We're
in the
back
tank.
up here. We can start it over again. Dude.
Holy shit, that was...
Oh, that's a good hit. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I can't even see anymore. I'm so scared.
Oh!
Yeah!
Let's go! Let's go!
We kill a puppy! Oh my god, I'm sorry I didn't believe in you.
No, I didn't believe in me either, don't worry. I had absolutely no faith.
Oh. And yet, victory
So this
has
is
been found.
so this is how Goku felt after winning the Tournament of Power.
Spoilers.
I didn't even watch the Tournament of Power. What?
He also didn't win it.
Spoilers! Oh boy. Oh boy, we get to have our end credits
I
scene.
can't believe Nyaki won the Tournament of Power.
That's right. We get to have our end credits scene where we get to see the teaser for the next episode.
Here we go. Are any of them gonna help him up?
Nope.
Check out this guy.
Boom.
This playthrough is a feat of
Yeah.
gamerism.
And you know, gamers love feats.
Yeah, we do. It's too bad I can't start in an SFW out account.
Yet, you need to like just make it like your alt.
I don't have enough variants though.
That's
like
true.
in my art style. It'll look like Brett's drawings.
You name your account Bert. Bert Ruggs.
No one will ever know.
Bert
Brett Ruggs.
Well, I guess that was Shadow of the Colossus. How many guys we left? Let's just take a quick peek.
What's in there? I don't remember how this game works.
Yeah, that's a lot of nothing. I think if you can climb the tower to get like something or something, but that's like
Ooh, like a extra gecko.
I think it's a sword up there or something, or like a secret area. But like you need to have like all
Ooh,
this.
very intriguing.
But you have like have max stamina or something. I think we're down to like 5 left. 1, 2.
Damn, dude.
I think that's how math
We're
works.
getting through it, guys. Well then, this has been Bros in a Landfill. Going back to our home dimension.
Doing a barrel roll. Okay, let me stop on.
That was my teleportation sound effect.
Nice.